Hey everyone, it's Aridio Gaming here, and welcome to Blast from the Past. So this is a new series where I'm going to be going through some of my old Oxygen Not Included runs, and I'm going to try and condense them down into a half-hour video where I summarize everything I did. Because I've played this game for about 1,650 hours now, and I've been streaming for about a year and a half, mostly playing this game. And God, that time has flown by really fast. But yeah, we did a really... I thought it was a pretty interesting Aridio run, where we did a lot of interesting stuff with pips at the start. We did some Sleet Wheat farming with pip planted Sleet Wheat. We made our own natural tiles to make nature reserves. And we flew over to some other planets, and this is really one of our first main experiences with the spaced out content in general. This was back in sort of February to April 2022. So here it is. Here it is, half an hour of me fumbling around on Aridio. You'll see some familiar things. The fish tank isn't full yet, so unfortunately no fishy friends. They came with the next playthrough. But yeah, have fun, and let me know in the comments if you like this series, if you like me condensing these ONI playthroughs into these shorter videos. And I'll hopefully see you soon on Twitch. Bye for now. This is the seed that I found at the moment that has the most iron per second on it. So I wanted to give it a try. Oh, we got pressure damage. Bollocks. It's the dirt, isn't it? Bollocks. Okay, let's solve that problem first before the dirt breaks. And we got 3 dupes for now, so we'll just put in. We'll put in as many as we can find. That's probably going to be just over 10. So what we'll do is we'll run this off regular hatches. We'll have 1 coal plant, but we'll set up the infrastructure for 2. Just a tiny blob. Yep. That will do. And then we need to sweep all of this up. So the hatches are happy. Are they laying any more eggs? Not yet. I believe in you. Come on. Yeah, there we go. You're actually being sensible. You're cold. Okay. I'm trapped. Well, I mean, you're going to dig your way out of there, so I'm not super worried. Actually, this could be priority 5. Well, let's set this priority 1 for now. So please research the other stuff. Yeah, so we should stabilize. Wow, this ice is actually taking a bit longer to heat up than I thought it would. But yeah, we're just trying to not starve at the moment. I haven't played Don't Starve, but we're going to try and stop Oxygen Not Included from turning into Don't Starve. So the other thing we've got is we've got this natural gas geyser. I think what we're going to do is we're going to set up a cooling loop with a thermoregulator. So we found carbon dioxide geyser, great. Well, we're going to... I mean, that is technically cooling, but... Okay, we're up to 6 Drecos. That's pretty good. These ranches are only going to have 7 Drecos in them, I think. So that gold is very hot because sand has fallen down. And that poke shell is probably getting very hot. What temperature are you, buddy? Okay, you're not actually that hot at the moment. Yeah, I think this is temperature regulating better. So natural gas is still coming in. This room is still cooling. I don't think these Drecos are going to get too cold, though. This area should be the right temperature for both. So this guy's just erupting. We're getting the oxygen out of here. There is slime lung, but it's dying off. So now he should be in there. That should slowly kill, or actually very quickly kill the germs on the oxygen. Wow, that is working. That's working right away. So the radiation from the shine bug is killing all of the slime lung germs. Okay, so the shine bug is in the room.
He does need to be ranched. Why are you idle?
What the dog doing?
Oh. You idiot. You just want the attention, don't you? Yo, dog, I heard you wanted some more radiation. Let me stand right next to you and irradiate you. Yep, I feel you, buddy. So, we're probably going to want some storage. We've got a little bit of storage, it's not a huge amount. We'll want to make sure she doesn't get trapped in here. Ooh, excellent. So she consumes less oxygen now. That's pretty good. That's very good, actually. It'll make it a lot easier to put her in a rocket. Yeah, we'll use all the rest. We do want all the rest. We are slowly converting that into iron and oxygen. Here's a question. Do these rusty oxidizers, does that technology exist in real life? This is a cold biome somehow. But that's fine. We'll slowly heat it up with this oil. Yeah, there you go. Fresh greener pastures. I don't think this is what they mean when you say greener pastures, but it is very green. Let's go before you suffocate. Right, so there you go. You've got some oxygen. Alright, we've got... Oh yeah, so this is the same... Okay, this is not the same as last time. There's more magma.
Oh, blimey. This isn't gonna be neat, but it's gonna work. There we go. Spaghetti. That's spaghetti and meatballs. They can just get on with that if they've got nothing better to do. And there is fossil in there as well, so they do have a decent reason for being in there. So let's go. Yeah, there we go. So hydrogen has entered. This should work so long as the tile of water doesn't displace completely. So got loads of reed fiber again, so let's finish off the paintings. Yeah, so all this stuff is cold. The problem is this is going to be producing heat as well, isn't it? Yeah, and the carbon dioxide from this is going to come out at 110. So, let's just disable this. We've got enough CO2 in there. That's just going to keep the room too hot to actually work. And then we pump out the excess CO2 so that this doesn't overpressurize, and that's just going straight into space. Like eventually we'll get a carbon dioxide rocket. Okay, so this is working. Are you getting the light? You are. And the weight plate is working. There's nothing on this tile other than Marie, so yeah, that is in the right place. Okay, so and then the glass coming out, and it melted the wire. Yeah. Okay. So this is working as intended. Every time the gas goes to a junction, it's a coin flip which way it will go. And each vent has 3 junctions in front of it. So they will all get an equal amount of oxygen. I'm not sure if that's actually useful or not, but that's what I'm doing. So, power. Yeah, let's put the steam turbines. I don't mind building these out of iron, because this area is going to get hot. So we're charging the battery. We're going to get the iron nice and cold. The water's just going to spill out here, right next to where the iron actually is. I think we're alright, though. I think I think it's working as it is. Like, yeah, it looks pretty even now. The problem is, once it gets too hot, it's the cooling itself is going to stop. Like, the steam turbines are going to stop cooling themselves, and the whole thing's just going to stop working. How's the oil going? Not great. I mean, it's still enough for now, but it's not ideal. I mean, yeah, the iron's getting loaded up onto the loop, and it's probably going to start overheating everything. But conveyor rail blocked. The conveyor rail is melting because this iron isn't conducting any of its heat away. Good stuff. Well, this has just been a resounding success. That connects all the items together, and then we can just hook it up here to the next one. Then we put another joint plate. And then we can just repeat the whole design. So, yes. Yeah, the transformer block is coming along pretty nicely. Now I've actually got the metal and the labor to actually do something like this. Which is good. And the reason you only need one steam turbine in the gold volcano is because even though the gold comes out hotter than the iron, the gold retains a lot less heat than the iron. Obviously this would damp most of the heat from this volcano. So actually maybe we just do that. We could literally just unplug these volcanoes next to each other. Yeah, let's do it. Refilling. Because if it keeps refilling, then he's just going to keep eating from it forever, and it's going to get, even at 1 kilogram per loading, that's going to be quite often. Yeah, 2 eggs every 3 days. So we'll produce at least a couple of eggs before he dies, and they'll be tame, and then we can, you know, keep sorting that out. And if we start this off with just a few eggs, then we'll be able to tell whether the system's actually working or not. So please just get rid of all of that. It wasn't working. We'll restart it. We'll just fill it with an absolute load of hydrogen, then it'll retain all the chill. This is so much lead. Yes. So how hot is this lead? It's quite hot, but I don't care. We're just gonna we're setting up the cooling. It's getting there. Oh, this hasn't worked. Oh, okay. It's not feeding on from here because it's going around the loop and getting cooled. So that is by design. Okay. That's good. So I feel like we're almost there. So the room is now cold. Room is now cold, and it's going to leak some heat out of this door, but it's better than nothing. So I believe we've done it. I believe we have, a proper freezer. It's not quite cold enough yet, but it's getting there. Oh wow, you did it! We just got to redo this one. The salt water still isn't actually. It's warming up a little. I guess we just got the cold salt water over here. Hold on. Okay, I think I've screwed up the metal refineries. But the natural gas, there was just basically a leak from our natural gas room. And I'm not 100% sure how to coax it out with just airflow tiles. Okay, we've unleashed the hydrogen. The hydrogen's not too bad, because the hydrogen will just float up here. We can handle a hydrogen leak. I mean, I guess eventually we'll need to put in a tamer here, because this will all be steam. I mean, I guess the steam will just go in this room, and eventually it'll all just be steam that'll be in here. And we'll have the hot water come out of the steam turbines. That's what we'll do. We've got idols.
What the dog doing?
Yeah, I should have seen that coming. That one's on me. Here you go. They're just doing it to taunt me. It's making me think of one of those optical illusion kind of things where you just see all the dots moving back and forth, except in this case the dots actually are all moving back and forth. But once this base repressurizes, like, we've got far less of the chlorine and the natural gas than we did before. So I'm hoping I'll just delete it. We had a bit of a polluted oxygen episode because they stopped filling these. And I don't know why, the errand just disappeared. So that was annoying. God, this looks this looks absolutely rubbish, but it is a nature reserve, so yeah, we've got a good amount of steam pressure in here now. Looks like the steam is being kept to this area a bit better. Now it's trying to force its way through this one tile. I'm sure we'll only get mildly scolded by the liquid sulfur liquid lock. So you're just going to keep doing this indefinitely, aren't you? Yeah, we're getting a good amount of petroleum in there. So I think what I'm actually going to do here is I'm going to deconstruct all of this. And we're just going to fill it with plastic presses. And this is where all the plastic will come out. Yes. The butter sticks. The butter be churning. I'm looking forward to getting these Draco Ranches online. Yeah, because these will be the glossy Draco ones, and then we'll move the glossies out of here, and we'll have this just be reed fiber. And then we'll double our reed fiber, and then just get an absolute load more plastic. You know what? It's honestly close enough, because any polluted oxygen that goes in this room is just going to get deleted. So we can just do this. We'll get this built, we'll seal off the room, and then that will just... Guys, we did it! We tamed the natural gas vent! Took us a long time to figure out the solution. But, yeah, we did it. How's this guy's doing? Oh, yes, this is the other thing I was going to do. I've got to somehow condense all of this gas back into water. I don't think we'll need to come in here again for a while. I'm still going to be cooking all of this slime. You know, you guys are very quick at building stuff that doesn't require exosuits. You guys are all looking for an easy job. I need to hook this back up. And then we can continue. Oh, hold on. What happened? Stupid shove bolt broke the path. I believe in you, turn. What are you doing? Just digging. Go home. He's like, no, I must build lead at the middle of the night. It is my duty. You're just not very smart, are you? I'm beginning to think that we need a stronger cooling network. One tube full of ethanol isn't quite enough for all of this. So we do have a cool steam vent here. I think the next building project will be to hook that up. Let's deconstruct this one. Wait. What the heck is this? What? What happened? Okay, so now we can deconstruct all of these. We can sweep all of the non-algae. Wow, it's a real party. We got everyone. So that should leave us with, yeah, 1,000 grams of algae per tile. And then the igneous rock. We're going to take a few minutes, but temperature is increasing. And then we'll let it into the ceramic once it hits, say, 250. Okay, the moment of truth. Yes. It. Yes. Yes. It's not quite as neat as I thought it would be, but it is actually working. I feel like it's a fairly uncontrolled process, so I'm just glad I had switches on all of these bits. Yes. No. But yeah, if you ever wanted to make a dirt floor for a nature reserve, this is how you can do it. You're doing the thing. Yes. And then we're good. Nature reserve. Easy. It was here the entire time. It's built into the base. They've added all the pip noises as well, so they're very cute. We've got a lot of pips. This is the kitchen. They just live in here for a while, and then when they stop living, we just cook them. How many eggs have we got in here? We got 87 pip eggs in here too. Yeah. We're going to be setting up this combined sort of water/iron tamer. We're going to use the Iron Volcano to heat the cool steam up to over 125 degrees. Then we'll send it through steam turbines. If I just have 4 pumps here, how much power is that? It's like a kilowatt of power to move all that gas. I see why I normally condense these now into water. A lot easier than moving all the gas around. So the idea is, this steam should condense into water so it doesn't overpressurize ever. It'll flow over here, eventually get heated up by all of this, and then it'll go in a steam turbine. We're just doing a bit of careful maintenance on this at the moment because we've got some phosphorus in here that keeps evaporating and then condensing again, and it's just being very annoying. I completely forgot that phosphorus was going to do that. I really, like, okay, here's the tip. Here's the tip today. Sweep out your volcano rooms before the volcanoes erupt. That's how you actually solve this problem. So the next thing, I believe, is just to actually pump this all over. Because we just want to reduce this water level. We want to reduce this water level so the volcano will actually erupt. We don't want to reduce it too much because then it's going to turn to steam. But I think eventually the idea will be to separate these. But for now we'll just do it like this. Yeah, that's a lot of sour gas as well. You're analyzing the steam vent. That's good. Or it needs to do that right away before it before it gets out of hand. And I think what we're going to do is we're actually going to send over a load of people here. Like, well, not a load of people, but like, say, 5.
What the dog doing?
What are you up to? I don't believe you're actually doing what you think you're doing. You're just standing there, blinking. Ooh, beaters. We've actually found some intact beaters. Never actually seen these guys. And what have we got in here? We've got a Saturn critter trap. That doesn't sound like a very good combo. So, critter traps are carnivorous plants that trap unsuspecting critters and eat them, releasing hydrogen as waste. But this is working. We're cooling off the iron. To be honest, the main purpose of this is to cool off the iron, as well as to get this to vent. This steam is on the cusp of condensing, so we'll see how that goes. So effectively what we're going to do is, our ethanol loop is already coming down here. So what we'll do is we'll just feed it all through this big block. We'll chill this to about the same temperature as the freezer. We'll insulate it all. And what we'll do is we'll plop down some natural tiles. And we'll get pips to plant stuff on them. And this will have 108 sleet wheat in it. And that will be enough sleet wheat for 1,200 calories per day of berry sludge. And the ultimate point of this is that the berry sludge would... berry sludge is what we're going to feed our rocket pilot. Because berry sludge doesn't go off. And I want to just have a big stockpile of food in the rocket. Ah, no, it's sleet wheat. It's this stuff. Yeah, so it's cold. It's sleet wheat because it's cold and it grows in the cold environment. Yeah, it's working. We're dropping the 10 grams of algae off. Let's watch the algae train go. So, good grief, how cold is this freezer? So, the freezer is sitting at a casual minus 95 while we're doing all this. I am not perfectly alright with that. The hydrogen is all... We froze the liquid log. We froze the liquid log. Why didn't I think of that? I wanted to try this one. So we've just got the vent here, we've got a pump, we've got a thermo aqua tuner. It's going to cool down the steam in here, condense it. This room currently has like 400 kilograms per tile of steam, so that probably won't happen for a while. I'm alright with that. We've got some water in here to pump in the meantime. And then this steam turbine will cool this. Yeah, that's fine. I think we can mostly leave this now, and that should work. And then we can re-enable these. But what you can do is you can put a thermo aqua tuner in a room with a steam vent and have that be an external cooling loop. If you have a cool steam vent near your base, you can set up your cooling loop in there and then take that steam that way.
What the dog doing?
Oh. God, he's done it. He's done it again. Right. You can get out of here. You can. I believe in you. Right, so this oil is at about 155. So let's try letting some in and see what it does. So I think we need to let more in. Yeah, so there we go. That algae got hot enough. It got to 127.5 and it cooked into a very small dirt tile of 10 grams. And that tile of dirt is where the pip is going to plant the sleet wheat. Yeah, looks like we're going to get some people using it. Okay, so Marie's here. It's it's not quite enough light for Marie. But it is enough light for Otto. Yeah, there we go. That's actually hilarious. It's just like, I should be feeling more comfortable than I actually am. I love it. We're currently heating it up to cook the dirt tiles using this hot oil. But what we're going to do is we're going to disconnect the oil from the volcano, and we're going to connect it to the thermo aqua tuner, which is also in that room. Then we're going to cool everything down so it's at the same temperature as the freezer. And then, I do like that this doesn't require oxidizer, but we're going to need the oxalate anyways to actually have enough oxygen in the cabin. I learned that the hard way last time. Just filling the cabin with a reasonable amount of oxygen is not enough for one dupe, unless they have like diver's lungs and deep diver's lungs. So yeah, we're going to need an oxalate refinery. What's going on? Oh no. So, okay, something I didn't quite think through. The room is still too hot for ethanol. So the ethanol has all burst out of the pipes. Okay, that's not actually a problem, I don't think. So temperatures are starting to chill out in here, but it's a long way from complete success. You really need to get it down to about -20 in here again, and off one thermoacquatuner, that's going to take a while. I don't really have anywhere to put a second thermoacquatuner, so I think we're just going to leave it and hope it goes all right. And what we want to do is we want to put a single pip in here. See, the reason I'm not unblocking these all at once is because I'm worried that one of the pips is going to plant one of the Sleet Wheat somewhere stupid. It's going to stop me planting them all in a row like this. And it loads a window. You'll see now, A, I have pliers. Yay. B, I have the pip overlay. So that shows locations that can be planted and locations that have too many plants. And where the plants are. So, I highly recommend this mod, because I did not notice this at all. There is a salt vine here that is stopping the pip from planting this, this thing here. So we're going to have to go and dig that. It's fine. There's a little bit of sour gas in here, but it's not too much. Right. So now we just need to copy these settings across. Remove the drop off here. And then try one last time to, actually I'm just gonna, these guys have done their work. I'm very grateful for it, but I'm just going to murder them. Because they don't seem to be leaving the room. They seem to be escaping their angle. Thankfully they are forgiving us as they're getting turned into meat. Yeah, we did it. We got all the Sleet Wheat planted. So now we just need to clean up the rooms, and then we can seal them off. Okay, is this working? So it is. It's all getting coughed out of this, and it's being dropped on the floor. Yeah, there we go. We've got it. We've got it. So we can put food and oxygen on the floor. I've not used this engine before. Begin! Yeah. Okay. We're releasing all the carbon dioxide. Looks like it's actually cold carbon dioxide that's coming out of here. No. No, okay, no, it's not cold. It's not cold. Space is cold. Carbon dioxide is not cold. That's not a huge amount of heat. I guess we'll see. Okay. Achievement earned. Stuff. Oh no, I'm an idiot. I didn't drop plastic off in here. I mean, he's not orbiting a planetoid, so actually that's fine. He'll go collect this artifact and then he'll come back and we'll load it with plastic. That's fine. Look. Oh, so the machine pulls out like a little brush and a chisel, or is it just like a hammer or something? And then she's giving me a little brush as well. Oh, I like that. That's neat. So this machine can, I mean, by what it looks like it's doing, this machine can technically get rid of neutronium. Unfortunately, there's no way for us to actually exploit that. So there should be an infinite amount of CO2 in here to pump out with this geyser. So that can just all go straight to the rocket platform, and we can refuel the CO2 rocket there. Okay, let's watch. So the sugar engine looks fabulous. We have actually used it once before in our previous run, but we didn't do too much with it. But yeah, let's see what the temperature's like here. So it's getting extremely hot. Like, unbelievably hot. Good God. So yeah, a few things are melting. We're getting this built. I'm not really sure what I'm going to put in here yet. We're filling this with steam. Yeah, we are getting steam up this pipe now. That's at the reasonable temperature. Oh, it's at the reasonable pressure. And then when that overflows, it'll just vent out into space. Which is what we want, because we don't want the pipe to ever fill up too much. So I believe what is typically done is you have 4 steam turbines, and they each have only 2 vents running. Okay, good. So you are actually digging through this. So this will release the beaters. Oh, hold on. What's going on? Stalking target. This critter is hostile and ready to pounce. Oh wow! Oh no! they're going for the Paku. Wow. And then they just immediately died because it was too hot. Yeah, maybe don't attack the Paku. It's survival of the fittest, that is. It shouldn't take them very long to clear all of these. Temp shift plate is kind of heating up, not really. Well, I think we're just going to heat up this part of the base for now, but I don't hugely mind that. I kind of want a good amount of water in here. Yeah, people are coming down here to sweep, which is good. Yeah, I'm quite pleased with this build. I might actually just start building the one on the other planet now. So you guys can stop running. You've got other things to do. Oh yeah, there we go. We're gonna get loads of oxalite in here, which is good because there's gonna be loads of people in here. There's enough food for about 15 cycles. Well, that's good. I feel bad. I filled these windows with pipes. And we're like, oh, what an excellent view of space. Shame there's this big pipe full of sewage in the way. And I think this one on this planet is really going to be something else. Like I'm going to be very happy with this when that's working. This should basically run the whole colony because we'll have power, we'll have oxygen from the water, we'll electrolyze all of this, and we'll put the electrolyzer here. So some of these plants are growing, some of them aren't. There's some hydrogen that's hanging around, but with these airflow tiles, it should all flow upwards in here eventually. And yeah, that's it. Flight path obstructed. Interrupted by a new astronomical discovery. Ooh, we discovered the gassy moo planet. Wow. Wow. Okay, let's have a look. I've never been to one of these. So what have we got? We have very cold igneous rock, very cold regolith, very cold bleach stone, very cold natural gas. We have moos. We have moos. We have gas grass. I mean, I'm pretty happy with what we've done today. Like, this steam vent is probably tamed now. We just need to check whether this is working or not. But I don't see why it wouldn't be. And then we can get the electrolyzer set up. Get some more oxygen here. Just improve the space in general. I'm gonna keep this because this is cool. But we'll just improve the space in general. Set it up for like 10 dupes. Do a few more things here. I want to set the hydrogen up to the thermo nullifier and use that to cool the oxygen. And yeah, I guess we'll just keep exploring space. But yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up now. It looks like you made it to the end of the video. Congratulations. So that was about 600 cycles of me bumbling around on Aridio. Overall, I thought it went pretty well for my first stream run of Oxygen Not Included. one of my first playthroughs with the Spaced Out DLC, my first time looking at rockets. It was pretty interesting planning those out. The Sleet Wheat took ages to get up and running, but we persevered and we made it in the end. And the Steam Vent design, we iterated on that since then, and we're using that on our current Flip Farters run, which we're doing with all flatulent dupes on Twitch at the moment. I have a poll up about whether we're going to continue this series or start a new one, and it's pretty split. So at the moment, it looks like we're going to continue. I'm going to try and get to the temporal tear with the Flip Farters, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, thanks for watching yet again. If you like what you see, feel free to subscribe on YouTube for more videos like this, for VODs of all of my Twitch streams, and for various discussion and meme videos, usually around Oxygen Not Included. There's also Discord where we'll hang out and we post memes and builds for Oxygen Not Included and Dyson Sphere Program mostly. And the best way of catching me live is to follow me on Twitch, and you'll get a notification when I go live, and it'll let you know what I'm playing. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye for now.